What do we got today? We got ourselves, yeah boy, Hamburger. You so far, wait, oh my god, a Spelter, hey, another boomkins. So we got two boomkins on Team Red. We got ATS, Changes Mog, La. We got literally casters. We also got maths. Remember kids, math, not even once. And we got a healer. I'm gonna hope they're not actually playing, because healers are not allowed. We got Azure, we got ourselves Christia, Mage, and UKL. Why is DVGS a healer? That's a little unfortunate, but it's gonna be Hamburger versus UKL. Demon Hunter getting hit with a root into a silence. Cyclotronic for Hamburger, freebie damage. Oh my god, doing quite an opener there. Getting the dots rolling already. UKL already seems to have hit about that 60% dampening. UKL obviously running that Underrot Trinket though. That's going to be quite a lot of healing. Disarm onto UKL for a second. Does get next to Hamburger with a stun to follow Hamburger, popping back into the booming form. Needs to get those dots refreshed. Needs to find a way to get away from UKL or one shot him right now. Barkston coming in. Might have to go pop in bear form right now and use that renewal. At least that's what I would do. Using that Crucible to get himself a bit of a self-heal. Get him back into cat form just to get the bleeds rolling. He is playing, I think, Feral Affinity. Stun into Hamburger. Is he going to go down right now? Spamming that renewal. Immediately does get it ASAP. Gets himself a little bit extra health as well. Disarm onto UKL. He could trinket it if he wanted to. But Hamburger is going to be allowed to at least get some dots up and running. Try to get a Cyclone onto UKL. Does he get to interrupted though? Doesn't get to interrupted. Could trick it out of it. Does trick it out of it immediately. That's going to be Hamburger trying to see if he can bail the hell out of there. That's going to be... Metamorphosis finally down for UKL, and Hamburger lived it, boys! It survived the full meta! And now Hamburger is going to be able to finally go back in and get some damage, put a bit of a bleed onto UKL with a stun and try to back up, but it's going to be another Metamorphosis for UKL. Full setup, disarm immediately, so at least he's going to stop some damage from the DH. Needs to pop back into booming form immediately. The Barkskin coming out. Back to the travel, another short stun by UKL. Does have that Underrot Trinket procket, but not in Metamorphosis. Actually reverse that route for a second. This is going to make it harder for Hamburger to keep running away from the guy, but he's back into that boomy form. Darkness coming down, so UKL is not going to be able to get value out of the darkness. And nice weapons, by the way. He got himself the the Mechagon weapons. Tried to weld Hamburger together. Hamburger does have a disarm if needed. He's going to use a disarm. Super low in health still. Renewal coming back in about 15 seconds. If he could just survive a little bit longer until those 15 seconds, he might have a chance. Imprisoned though, but as he does get a root onto UKL, might give him enough time. Maybe he might be able to get away. He does get himself a Crucible and a re-stealth. Just to make sure he's good on health. Is going to get the opener stun onto UKL. Maybe get some dots. Does have renewal back up. Cyclotronic Blast trying to come out around the corner and won't be able to do it. Does get himself huge heal with that renewal. Trick it up right now. If he can get a root and a silence onto UKL, he might have a chance. Trying to go for a Cyclone. War Stomp Cyclone onto UKL. Does get a Cyclone that Underrot Trinket. If he can go get himself a full root into a silence onto UKL, maybe a Civil Cyclotronic. He does land it. Gets the wombo combo. Is he going to go for a setup? No, he's not going to be able to. UKL busts out of that root by reversing it back onto Hamburger. UKL is still super low on health. Barkskin for Hamburger. UKL, does he have an interrupt available? Cyclotronic trying to come out. Does interrupt it, but doesn't interrupt the channel. He only interrupted the cast. Hamburger is going to be able to cast that right back at UKL. Another Cyclotronic coming out right now. Hopefully while in booming form, trying to blast through UKL. A couple Star Surgers coming out. Can this boom can take out the Demon Hunter right now? He's dropping super low in health. Needs anything he can. Root coming out right now onto UKL. And it's going to get a Crucible right now. Massive Underrot Trinket heal for UKL. Just keep it afloat. And a Star Surge does take him out. Let him have an honor duel. Let Hamburger honor duel. Let him heal up. Let him at least heal up to full before you bust damage on him. He's going to get a stun onto Mummy Mage. So at least he's the one who engaged. He's going to have to go for a bit of a run. I guess an Arcane Mage, though, with the mobility he has, Hamburger might have a chance here, man. If he can maintain the dots rolling on himself. Mummy Mage is actually going to blink right next to him. I don't want to say he just has, you know, it's a 100% win or anything, but he has at least a chance. He might have a setup. He does have Incarnation rolling too. Now it's going to be Guardian of Azeroth going to just cycle it right now and get a regrowth. Mage took quite a bit of damage already in the opener. If Hamburger can get himself a bit of a stun opener, he's not going to be able to do it with a Guardian of Azeroth though. I think it's going to keep him in combat for quite a while. Unless he can LS it for a bit. No, it's going to start spiking him from afar. Mummy needs to catch a reset. I think that Guardian though is keeping him in combat, so he's not even going to be able to go for food. He knows where Hamburger is, he won't let him restall, but he can't go for food himself until the Guardian fades away. But then Hamburger is going to be able to catch a restall. I think that's exactly what's going on. Yep. Food. Expecting the Feral, Boomy. Feral. Boomy. Anytime he's going to get a Crucible in there, getting those bleeds in there too. Those bleeds are doing quite a lot of work actually. Look at that. That is great. You're going to throw a shield pretty effectively. Hamburger is basically playing a Feral whenever it's convenient for him. Is going to try to see if he can get a rib back up onto Mage. And it's going to hit him with that blink. On that blink with a rude silence, bro. He's trying to go for a bit of damage and it has cooldowns. It's actually going to dredge down Hamburger down to about half his health. It's going to be regrowth. Does not get the interrupt. Does have a temporal though. Could ice bucket if he wanted to. Cyclotronic trying to come out. Interrupt on Cyclotronic. Cyclone coming in for Hamburger. Won't be able to actually do it. Is still locked out on Arcane Disarm onto Mage. He's still getting those Arcane missiles back to back. Cyclotronic coming out. He's going to have to ice block it immediately. That's all he can do at that point. Hamburger is going to catch himself a regrowth, maybe a catch, a restealth as a Feral rip, rake, bleeds, and he's good. I like that Hamburger is trying to go outside of that Boomy form, you know what I mean? That's I think what Druid should be about, you know, a bit of cat form, a bit of whatever. Like you specialize in one form, and most of your damage should come from that one form. But if you want to, like, let's say play playstyle where, let's say, as a massive Star Surge at the end, take it out of the Mage. Let's say like if you're a Boomkin and you go into Feral form as a cooldown to get yourself a little bit extra damage, or vice versa. As a Feral you have a cooldown to go into Boomy and it actually does a lot of damage. I think stuff like that would be really, really cool, you know what I mean? I know Affinity is like lets you use abilities from other resources, but what if it was a cooldown, right? Like a Rest Affinity, you become a tree for a second, you can actually get some decent heals out. I think stuff like that would be really, really cool. Give more hybridness to the Druids. But next up is going to be Azure playing out that Assassination. Hamburger got his work cut out for him. It's going to be Phantom Knights, does pick up the eyes. Garrote is going to happen. Kidney shot to follow. Hamburger could pop Barsky. He does pop Barsky immediately onto this burst out of Azure Shiv. Is going to hit him with a root. That's going to be Cloak of Shadows for Azure just to get out of that root though. Doesn't want to deal with Hamburger's BS right now. Hamburger got himself renewal coming up very, very soon. Disarm onto Azure. Does not have a Cloak of Shadows for it or a trinket for the time being. Actually, should have a trinket. It doesn't look like he does, but somebody did leave one on Team Blue, so you should have a trinket. Hamburger, though, super low in health. Catch himself a reset. He does not know where Azure Shiv is at, though, so he needs to find himself a good spot where he can go for a reheal. And Azure Shiv is all the way on the other side of the pillar. Is this where Hamburger goes for a heal? He knows that Azure Shiv is going to be somewhere out there. He needs to decide, does he go for a heal or does he just stay in stealth? Decides to go for a heal. Azure Shiv sees him immediately. Gets himself a Crucible, pops in bear form. Expecting the damage out of the rogue immediately. It's going to be Garrote. Going to get himself a kidney shot. Warstorm coming out in between. Cyclone trying to come out. Does get interrupted. Hamburger couldn't get a Cyclone out fast enough. Very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Kidney shot coming out for Azure. Is Azure running a trinket or Relentless maybe? He's going to get hit with a... He's going to vanish out of that root immediately. That's going to be Maledict onto Azure. Does get hit with a disarm. Try to see if he can get himself... No, doesn't even get hit with a Maledict, actually. It looked like he did, but might have been another trinket for Hamburger. Might have been another effect. Does get a full Cyclotronic onto Azure, but he doesn't have a lot of health. Has a renewal if he needs to use it. Might want to use it while in bear form. Get himself all that health. Bear form, renewal. Doesn't have a trinket for a while. Trying to get some damage into Azure. Azure is going to go for full setup right now. Trying to get a kidney shot, maybe in Venoms. Hamburger still got quite a lot of cooldowns available for himself. Root onto Azure. Try to see if he can walk away from the guy. Smoke bomb for Azure. Hamburger is going to go for a regrowth or two. Could be a setup for Azure. Does get in there, put a bleed or two on the guy. Azure still could get himself a full kidney shot. Hamburger try to get a Star Surge in. That's going to be a disarm onto Azure for a second. Oh my god, this boom can actually beat an Assassination rogue. Oh my god. Wait a second. I thought it was over. I thought it was done. I thought we were over with. Hamburger. My man. I stopped believing it at the end, dude. I was thinking, oh no, this is the end. Oh, I can't watch. Oh no. And then he gets him. And Christy is being a good sport about it. Letting him heal up to full. What is CVGS? Are you actually trying to play as a Feral in like Boomy form? Or Resto form? I don't understand what that is. I don't understand. I don't know if he's real or not. Maybe he made a mistake. But it's going to be Hamburger giving a nice bout to Christia. I guess a Paladin is going to be, just about any class, is a hard one to verse for a Boomkin. But a Paladin does get him hit with a root into a silence. Hamburger trying to get himself around the corner a little bit. Does not use the damage while in Boomy form. So I think he's missing some of that damage. I think he does more damage while in Boomy form though. But I could be wrong. Does catch a restyle. Is going to get another stun to Christia. Trying to get those dots up and running. Another Crucible. Christia fighting himself at about 60% health. Shield of Vengeance is coming out as Hamburger does have cooldowns rolling right now. Trying to get any cast off he can. Shield of Vengeance does pop back to Hamburger. He does have Bark Skin for this damage. No wings for Christia right now, but he's still super low in health. He's going to get himself extra health in renewal to max the value of that healing. Now, speaking about healing, Christy just going to try to see if he can counter Hamburger by just healing into his face. Almost got a Cyclotronic off, which would have definitely been a bubble out of Christy. And Christy is looking just to get himself to the other pillar, try to reposition and get himself a better heals. Knowing that Hamburger is in cat form, knows he can't really move fast. They're actually going to go for food instead of using his own mana. Trinket immediately, Cyclotronic trying to come out for Hamburger. I don't know if Christia went for an interrupt there. Maybe he tried to go for a rebuke, but that's still a lot of damage just crashing onto the Paladin by the Boomy, and Boomy is going to eat the blood of the enemy damage with wings coming out. Christia is going to continue trucking damage on Hamburger. He just needs to survive just a little bit longer. Christia is super low in health. This time coming out, Hamburger to see everything. No! And down he goes. See if he just had one more global. It would have stood a chance. That's rough. Alright, well, whoever's next, it looks like it is going to be La. He's given Christy an opportunity to at least get a full heal. So at least he's being super nice about it. What an honest guy. What an honest dude. Can you ban Magic Broom from his duels? It's like trying to ban a trinket, specific trinket from duels. I really cannot. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, if somebody does use a broom, like, all right, guys, that guy just used the broom. We gotta leave. Everybody leave. Recount. Reset. No, I can't really ban it, man. It's part of the holiday, and it's like it's just not worth for me to make something bannable because I can't kick him out. Like, if I could kick someone for using an item, I would. But since I can't, everything's allowed. Plus, I don't want to be too much of a stickler about it. Speaking about stickler, Christia. It's not even, doesn't even make sense if I'm about to say it. But Christia is actually taking quite a lot of damage from the Shadow Priest right now. Mind's here coming out for La. I guess he got a proc. Christia is super low in health. Does catch him out. DVGS is a resto, so I guess he wasn't a real player. At least he's been a good sport about it. Or maybe not. Maybe I said it a little too early. Or maybe not. He's been a train dummy. I'm kind of sad that Maths never get to play. That's the first time we've seen that guy. Poor boy. Pumpkin is like payday. Love it. Pumpkin is tough, man. Pumpkins are tough. Pumpkin is unbelievable. Shall be the title. I might just do it because I didn't believe he could kill that rogue. To be honest, it wouldn't be a far-fetched clickbait title because I didn't believe he could kill that rogue. I thought it was over. Alrighty. Alrighty, boys. That's gonna be it for us. How well did he do? 3.3 mil. 2.8 mil. Not bad, Hamburger. Not bad. You know, Hamburger been trying. He been grinding, man. He been grinding as a balanced droid in these duels. Grinding over and over.